Hey folks, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and as usual, let's start our day with our daily discount here, in hopes of getting Lemire before the banner goes away, which is very unlikely, but how many more days? It's what, ends on 13th, right? A few more days. 8 days or so, right? 7, 8 days. Oh well, what can I do? And another daily 7 bites of dust. Alright, so, Solgaleo. Solgaleo is really good. It's also coming tonight, so I thought I'd bring this thing out for a spin again, since, I was just about to say I haven't used it in a while, but that's not true, because I used it in the Battleville, because, there's that set of stages in the Battleville, right? That's weak to both, Steel and Fighting. So here's the thing about, like, Solgaleo and the Battleville. Solgaleo, technically, if you put all the restrictions on Solgaleo in the Battleville, Solgaleo is not that great, just because it relies too much on A buffs, or if you do buff it, move gauges, right? A lot of factors that do influence Solgaleo, right? Especially if you're using, trying to use Focus Blast, right? You have no accuracy if you don't use your buffs, right? But the reason why Solgaleo is so good for Battleville is because it's typing. It is Steel type with a Fighting type move and a Steel type move. It got Sunsteel Strike and Focus Blast, right? So what Battleville you want to do is get as many stages completed per day as you can before all your Pokemon run out. And hey, you only have a limited of 9 slots per day, right? In terms of sync pairs that you could put in. And Solgaleo, when you're on this set of stages, that fills 2 of the typings that the opponents are weak to, right? Steel and Fighting. That's 4 stage total. 4 stages total, only 1 striker and you're good, right? So Solgaleo is very good in this rendition of the Battleville, right? So despite it, like, on paper it looks really bad for Battleville, but just because of its typing, it's just really helpful here. So let's try out Solgaleo then. Let's start out with co-op, right? So it has 2 typings. Let's check out the Fighting type first, because there really aren't that many Steel weak stages in the game. And Solgaleo is it varies a lot, right? So either Solgaleo could be like really amazing. How many really did I say? Anyways, it could be like super amazing, or it could be kind of mediocre. So it depends on the circumstances. And here are the circumstances. Does it have support or not, right? Biggest issue with Solgaleo, move gauge. Look at Solgaleo's moves. Bright as the Sun drastically raises users' attack, special attack, and accuracy. Insane buffs, right? Drastically raises accuracy, so your Focus Blast won't miss anymore, right? But it costs 3 move gauges just to use this, and you need to use it twice to get +6 on all those stats. And it means you need 6 move gauges before you can even use any of your moves. And your 2 big moves are Focus Blast and Sunsteel Strike, which by the way are very powerful moves. But they're also all 3 gauge moves as well. So Solgaleo is extremely gauge hungry. So the Beast that devours the gauges, it will eat up your gauges really quick. So yeah, for the event, you could get it up to 5 out of 5, 20 out of 20, right? 5 dupes, 5 sync move level, and then 20 out of 20 potential, right? It starts at 5-star. So its stats are amazing. Just because of like that. I mean, its stats even without the boost or whatever, it's not bad either, right? It's really good. What makes Solgaleo amazing under supports is how strong Focus Blast is. It's 170 power at max, right? Which, by the way, you could get max for free. And how strong Sunsteel Strike is. Sunsteel Strike doesn't have that much damage, but Sunsteel Strike ignores passives that would reduce damage of this attack, ignores passives that would protect the target from a crit, and opponents cannot endure this attack. Sunsteel Strike, very strong. You just need someone to buff it up, right? So you could actually give it crit in the first place. And also move gauge, right? So let's get into this, and let's try it out then, right? This is with full supports. We're doing against a stage that's weak against Fighting. There's, I guess, more stages that are weak to Fighting in co-op than Steel. I think this is the only one, even though well, I think there's like one. Oh, the Charon stage is actually, one of them is weak to Fighting. I also think Lear, one of them is weak to Fighting as well, right? So there's that. Let's start with Ride as the Sun. Alright, we got all the presents going from the Delibird. Let's make it slightly quicker. I just don't want it like to go like it's just absolutely crazy here. Alright, and we're getting targeted because it has something tantrum. And yeah, we just got healed by Alexander. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and Focus Blast. Hit the boulder, I think it's called, right? The boulder. And well, there goes that. Let's just keep on going at it, right? And this is a fully buffed up Solgaleo. It is, as you can see, very, very strong, right? As long as you got it buffed up, as long as the move gauge isn't too much of an issue, right? You will be destroying your opponent. Like, Focus Blast, 170 base power. I like, how much is Blast Burn, right? Let me check. I mean, it's definitely not as high as Blast Burn, but again, Blast Burn, a 4 gauge move. It's, let me check. Oh, here comes the Unity attack. And we got one time a week. Unity attack hits Steel for us, so that's not gonna help, right? But still, aside from that, we're good. And as you can see, like even with, well, Rosanda's move gauge boost is gone now. But yeah, once the move gauge boost is gone, it just kind of struggles, unfortunately. Rip. Oh, there goes Solgaleo. Let me see. Let's do something here. Let's put it, let me put it on a little while I look for boss burst damage. For some reason I just can't remember it right now. Blast Burn 178 at 1 out of 5, right? 213 when it's maxed out. But at, you know, at 0 dupes, 178. So a max out Focus Blast, which again you could get for free, does almost as much damage as a 4 gauge Blast Burn from Charizard, right? In terms of its power. Obviously, Charizard has better stats, right? And just overall a much better kid. I mean, I'm not going to compare a free-to-play unit to Charizard, right? Let's not do that. But still, it just you know shows how strong Focus Blast is as a move, right? But Focus Blast, again, big issues. If you do not have anyone to buff it, it takes way too long, right? Because you need to increase that accuracy as on Bright as the Sun, or whatever the move's called, right? You need to increase its accuracy or else it will not hit. It's 70% rate. It's just accuracy, it's just too terrible, right? Unfortunately, so you need that. Okay, let's try this again, except this time, well, we don't have any more chances on super hard, but we'll go ahead and try out very hard, right? Without supports, we're just gonna go, full DPS. Let's put some fighting type folks in here, if I can find any. Fighting, just throw in, I guess, Marshall, and oh, we could have put in, I guess, Karina and Machamp. Machamp's slightly better than Marshall, but anyway, I personally don't find the difference that large, honestly. Okay, let's try this without any supports. So here's where Solgaleo kind of struggles, right? Because again, you do need the trainer moves on Solgaleo to make it so it's more consistent, right? All right, let's get this in. It just takes so long before we could start attacking the opponent, unfortunately. Ouch. Ah, that's gonna hurt. Ah, we don't have Sabrina to put up a reflect here. Yikes. And okay, we're done buffing. Let's speed this up a bit. I don't want to get it like to 3 or else everything just starts lagging and stuff. Yeah, it's just taking a while to come back, the move gauges. And look, Lucario and Conkeldurr, they already took it out the mid over there, right? And we're still waiting to get our first attack in. Ouch. Well, at least there's another Pokemon over there that could take the hits instead. Drag over there. Again, after you buff it, really strong, but it just takes way too long to set up. Probably, I would say like the slowest of the better strikers in the game. Probably one of the slower ones, right? Might be the slowest because again, you need 6 gauges to completely activate it, and all your moves are 3 gauges. There's no sync rate. You don't have any move gauge regen on it. So yeah, the speed is kind of whatever. I mean, it's not like terrible or whatever, right? But it's not anything amazing either, unfortunately. What's the dude's speed at? Let me see. Solgaleo 259 at base, right? You could max that out with potential boosts, obviously. Yeah, that's not very impressive, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just the biggest issue with Solgaleo. If you don't have supports, you're kind of screwed. I mean, well, you won't be like completely screwed. It just takes a while. It just takes a long time, and thankfully, on the bright side, Solgaleo is tanky enough. You know, especially if you do get him to 20 out of. Oh, by the way, if you do get Solgaleo to 20 out of 20, sometimes he ult bulks a lot of your supports as well, which is also a downside, I guess. But I mean, is the damage worth it? Yes. And generally, the supports you run with him, say Phoebe or whatever, right? Phoebe, maybe Rotom. If you're doing Villa, then maybe Mew, right? They should all, I'm pretty sure, outbulk Solgaleo. Mew has to be, you know, obviously at 5-star, right? So there's that. Anyways, let's try out Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike set. Let's go to something that's weak against Steel. I don't think there's any co-op stage that's weak against Steel. So let's go do one of the, you know, single players. You know, try it out on single player as well. Let's do the new super hard, is it? Yeah, super hard support course with Mina here. So personally, I do like running Rosa Superior over over any of the move gauge buffers in the game, right? Or speed buffers for Solgaleo, just because base speed isn't like the greatest. So generally for, you know, I guess slower units, I personally would prefer move gauge regen over giving it speed or move gauge regen or whatever, right? Although I don't think it matters that much. Besides, we also have Sabrina Alexander giving speed and defenses and special attack and crit and heals and accuracy and whatever. So we don't even have to like really use. Well, I mean, in this case, since we're using like Sunsteel Strike, we probably we still need Solgaleo's own buffs. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna split it a bit slower so I don't screw stuff up. And Dire Sign, Dire Hit. Just go time to energize. Really get an MP refresh on that. Also not a big deal if we don't. Alright, that's our main goal. Just to get those two in there before the time to energize kicks in. Alright, let's go ahead and start Sunsteel Striking, folks, then. Just get Reflect in there. Give it some more stats and all that stuff. Speed, mainly. Sunsteel Strike. Are we gonna like take it out in one shot? Can we like one shot this thing? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, no. It's a bit too much to one shot. It's a bit too much. I mean, it is a super hard trade, of course. So, anyways, it's fine. Not that big a deal. 4.5k on a sync move, right? Which, by the way, the sync move is Steel type. For those wondering, oh, is Solgaleo Steel and the Fighting type? No, it's not Steel and Fighting. It's pure Steel type. Right. Again, in this game, there's only one type. It's single typing for all these Pokemon, unfortunately, right? There's no dual typings. A lot of people get confused by the symbol, right? Let me go find it. Where it like shows both typings, or in multiple typings if it has multiple typings of these moves, right? But those do not mean that's what its type is. Just what the typings of its moves are, right? And a lot of people mistake Solgaleo for this. Let me just see if I could find it real quick. Maybe some like the Dex or somewhere. The Dex of humans. That's kind of weird. Let's see. As you can see, like Xatu over there, Dusclops. Yeah, that does not mean it's dual typing. Same with Stoutland, right? Where is Solgaleo? Solgaleo should be around here, right? Or was it where are the Pokemon at? I don't know. What happened to Solgaleo? You guys probably already see it. Oh no. It should be. Oh yeah. It should be all the way up there with the main character. As you can see over here, this is the type indicator. It's Steel type. And over here, the Steel and Fighting icons just tell it that it's Steel and Fighting moves, right? Since there's no stab in this game, it doesn't matter that much, right? The only thing that matters for the typing, the main, determination factor of the typing is just, I think it's the sync move, right? And also, even though it's it has a physical move and a special move, it is still a physical striker for the most part, just because its sync move is physical. Weird categorizations, but oh well, what can I do? Anyways, yeah. Solgaleo, pretty strong. Even though if you do feel like it's a bit underwhelming or whatever, go get it. Farm it, grind it up to 5 out of 5, 20 out of 20. Everyone's quarantined anyways. Come on. Well, not everyone, but most people. Grind it out. It's really good. Again, with supports, this thing is fantastic. It's one of the strongest strikers in the game if you like fully support it, right? And also, for Battle Villa, it's really, really good. Like it's a great unit. It's a great unit overall, right? Even without supports, in certain scenarios, it's serviceable, right? But yeah, grind it out. It's a free unit. It's a free unit. Plus, it's a legendary. So, one other downside that's kind of annoying for me personally is, since it's the main character, we can't use it alongside Pikachu or Torchic. But that's just a minor concern. I mean, you could place Pikachu with Sabrina. Well, Sabrina's better, but or Torchic, you could replace it with something else again. I guess Sabrina as well. I don't know. Anyways, again, Solgaleo coming tonight. So stay tuned for that. That should be fun. Yeah, that's me for this one then. Let me know what you guys think about all the stuff in the comments down below. Like, enjoy the videos, and have some more content. I'll see you guys in the next one.